Economic data confirms South Africa is experiencing the effects of the global recession. The Gauteng City Region Academy, established in 2008 to address the challenge of skills development and the capacity of the state to meet the needs of a globally competitive city region, convened a roundtable discussion for senior managers to map out strategies to dampen the recession's effect on Gauteng. CNBC Africa attended the discussions and spoke to the Gauteng City Region Academy Chief Executive Officer Boy Ngobeni.
Gauteng accounts for a third of South Africa's GDP and is responsible for almost half of all employee remuneration in the country. Indeed, the Gauteng economy is larger than almost every African nation and forms the heart of the South African economy. But like the rest of the world, Gauteng is reeling from the effects of the downturn. Boy Ngobeni, Chief Executive Officer of the Gauteng City Region Academy, believes skills development for public officials will provide them with tools to analyze and find solutions to the complexities of their work.
If we are to achieve the priorities, the mandate that we have as government, skills and education is the number one priority. Put differently, skills is the number one priority. It's a number two priority. It's a number three priority. So I think if you look at all areas that are in the mandate that we carry as government, skills happens to be the central pillar. It's cross-cutting. So as the City Region Academy, one is that we are aware of the economic meltdown the world over. Of course, we are also aware that relatively because of the sound policies that government has adopted, that South Africa has adopted around this particular issue, we haven't suffered like the rest of the world has suffered. But of course, as the president has pronounced, we know we have entered the first, what you call the first phases of recession. So our role as the City Region Academy, it's more around building the leadership that appreciates the challenges that we face as a country around economic development and growth, around what are the issues surrounding the recession or the economic meltdown, and of course to have dialogue, to share strategies, policies that will be necessary to help mitigate the impact of the recession.
The Gauteng province faces some key challenges in the current economic downturn. The Gauteng City Region Academy, through its executive roundtable discussions, have invited key personnel in the Gauteng provincial government here to discuss ways in which the economic downturn can be mitigated against. Key objectives remain employment creation, skills development and service delivery. Subject matter experts presented scenarios on the state of the international economy in the context of Gauteng's own challenges.
So what can we do from the different department side with the tools that we already have in hand and the plans that we already have in hand to see how we can impact on what is happening around us and how we can improve service delivery in the environment in which we are operating at the moment.
These are but some of the issues senior managers gathered here will grapple with in order to find opportunities for creating efficiencies and cost-cutting measures to sustain current levels of service delivery. The Gauteng City Region Academy's mandate is also to build the relevant knowledge, skills and talent base as a talent pipeline for local and provincial government. Talented youth in high school are awarded bursaries to further their studies and will hopefully contribute to a skilled and competent public service.
One of the key programs that we do, we call it a talent pipeline, which we do with our sister department, the Department of Education. In that, from grade 9, we identify learners from historically disadvantaged communities. We encourage them to take subjects that will lead to scarce skills areas around maths, science, technology and related areas, commerce and all those things. So in that, what we essentially do, we encourage them to know more about these careers that are scarce. We do life skills programs, we provide them with coaching, but I think more importantly, we also provide role modeling, where during holidays, during weekends, the learners who participate in the pipeline, we take them to businesses so that they can role model the life of work. For example, if a learner wants to be an engineer, we will step in to say, these are the subjects that are required for you to be an engineer and this is how you must perform. And then we will be able to take them to engineering companies where they will be able to see engineers alive who can tell their stories. But also in the pipeline, to take it further, the learners who are in the pipeline, they will provide certainty that if they're in the pipeline, when they reach grade 12, instead of running all over for a bursary, they know all they have to do is to perform exceptionally well, and they have a bursary.
All recommendations made at these roundtable discussions will be made available to the Office of the Premier to be formulated into policy.
And that's how we end off this edition of Business Spotlight. Now, we welcome your questions as well as your comments, queries and suggestions on the show. Please feel free to email us at the address on the screen. From me, Fanny Foxon and the team, that's goodbye.